Cowboys Nation. The conversation around Dallas defense has taken on a whole new level of intensity lately, and one name keeps surfacing in every corner of the league: Brian Flores. Over the past several years, Flores has built a reputation as one of the NFL's most innovative defensive minds. Someone who can take complex schemes and simplify them in a way that elevates every player on the field. His career trajectory shows a coach who adapts fluidly to different rosters and team environments, consistently producing defenses that perform beyond expectations. Now, the Cowboys find themselves at a crossroads, dealing with a defensive unit that struggled to meet expectations this past season, and Flores' potential availability has sparked conversations that could reshape the direction of the team. The Cowboys' current situation on defense has left many fans and analysts questioning the next move after a season that fell short of the standards Dallas has set for itself. It has become clear that the team needs a voice capable of not just organizing the defense, but also inspiring it. Flores' career is full of examples where he turned units with inconsistent track records into disciplined, adaptive, and strategically savvy groups. From his time in New England as a linebackers coach and interim defensive play caller, to his head coaching stint in Miami and his current role with Minnesota, Flores has demonstrated that he can maximize talent and make complicated defensive concepts work in real time. His experience suggests a capacity to not only design robust game plans, but also to instill a culture of accountability and competitive resilience, qualities Dallas has long sought on that side of the ball. One of the reasons Flores is generating so much buzz is his current contract situation. Unlike many top coordinators, he is approaching the end of his contract with Minnesota, which theoretically makes him attainable for a team prepared to make a strategic push in the NFL. Timing is everything, and the Cowboys are uniquely positioned to explore the possibility of bringing in a coach of his caliber without the complications that normally rise when pursuing high-profile coordinators. This is not just about scheme knowledge or play-calling ability. It is about the transformative effect a coach like Flores could have on the defensive identity of a team that has, at times, struggled to find consistency. When you look at Flores' track record, the reasons for excitement multiply. His early years in New England were marked by rapid adaptation and success under pressure, where he took on responsibilities beyond his initial title and proved he could manage a defense at the highest level. In Miami, he faced challenges that would test any coach: roster turnover, an offense that occasionally underperformed, and a division full of tough competition. Yet his defenses maintained structure, discipline, and a clear tactical identity, often keeping the team competitive in games where the overall roster strength might have suggested otherwise. Even in Minnesota, Flores has managed to maintain efficiency, adapt to a roster with limitations, and keep the defensive unit productive deep into the season. It is this ability to consistently extract performance under varying circumstances that makes his potential move to Dallas so intriguing. Beyond the X's and O's, Flores brings a unique blend of traditional fundamentals and modern flexibility. He is known for reading opposing offenses in real time and adjusting schemes to exploit weaknesses while maximizing his own team's strengths. The Cowboys, historically known for offensive excellence, have not always been able to establish a defensive identity that can consistently dominate opponents. Flores presents a solution to that problem, offering a chance to implement a sustainable, championship-level framework on defense. His presence would not just influence game plans but also shape the culture of the defensive locker room, fostering accountability, intelligence, and a competitive mindset across the roster. Financial and logistical challenges are part of any potential move, and hiring a coordinator of this profile is never straightforward. Minnesota retains some leverage, and Flores' ambitions will undoubtedly influence his decision. Yet, the opportunity for a coach of his skill set to join Dallas presents unique appeal. The chance to mold a talented roster in a high-profile environment, the possibility to implement a vision at the coordinator level with organizational support, and the potential to help the team return to contention at the highest level. These factors, combined with his track record of maximizing player performance, suggest that Flores could make an immediate impact while laying the foundation for sustained success. The human element cannot be understated either. Flores is widely respected for professionalism, leadership, and the ability to connect with players while fostering a culture of accountability. These qualities align perfectly with the needs of the Cowboys' defense, which possesses immense talent but requires cohesive guidance to perform at its peak. A coach capable of elevating the intelligence of the unit, teaching players to respond instinctively to complex game situations, and maintaining discipline under pressure offers an immediate upgrade in ways that extend far beyond simple play calling. It is this combination of tactical prowess and cultural influence that makes Flores such a compelling candidate for Dallas, especially when paired with the organization's resources and ambitions. If the Cowboys decide to pursue Flores aggressively, it would signal a serious commitment to reshaping the defensive identity of the team. His reputation for strategic brilliance and adaptability is well documented across multiple stops in the league, and his ability to translate talent into performance is unmatched among many of his peers. Bringing in a coach of his caliber is not just about improving the numbers on the stat sheet. It is about creating a system that enhances player development, fosters consistency, and builds the foundation for long-term success. For a franchise aiming to contend for a Super Bowl, these elements are critical, and Flores represents a rare opportunity to secure a defensive mind capable of delivering all of them in one package and analyzing the potential impact. It becomes clear that Flores could redefine how the Cowboys approach defense at every level, from aligning fundamentals with modern adjustments to emphasizing situational awareness and execution. His coaching philosophy has repeatedly proven effective against some of the league's most potent offenses. Players under his guidance often display heightened understanding of game situations, improved communication on the field, and the ability to execute complex strategies under pressure. These outcomes directly translate to wins and playoff viability, which are the ultimate goals for a team striving to reclaim prominence. In the NFC, the broader implications extend beyond just X's and O's. A move to hire Flores would signal to the league, the roster, and the fanbase that Dallas is serious about championship contention. It communicates ambition, a willingness to invest in coaching excellence, and an understanding that sustained success requires a strong defensive foundation. Flores' proven ability to adapt to different rosters and situations, his skill in developing players, and his history of success across multiple organizations all combine to make him one of the most attractive defensive coordinators available for the Cowboys. His arrival could mean not only immediate improvement on the field, but also a cultural and strategic shift that positions the team as a contender for years to come. As the Cowboys contemplate the possibility of bringing in Brian Flores, the conversation extends beyond just schematics and coaching pedigree. It touches on the very identity of the team's defensive philosophy moving forward. Flores has never been a coach to simply follow trends. Instead, he blends time-tested fundamentals with innovative approaches that respond to the unique challenges each opponent presents. His ability to dissect defenses in real time, identify vulnerabilities, and adjust personnel and schemes accordingly sets him apart from many other coordinators in the league. For Dallas, which has historically relied on a dominant defense to carry the team, Flores offers a chance to build a defense that is equally formidable, capable of dictating games rather than merely responding to them. This transformation is not instantaneous, but Flores' track record suggests that with the right roster and organizational support, the Cowboys could see noticeable improvements in discipline, communication, and execution almost immediately. Throughout his career, Flores has shown that he can take units that are inconsistent or underperforming and instill clarity and confidence. In New England, he learned to thrive within a system with high expectations and a rich tradition of excellence, extracting the maximum from his players while adjusting to complex defensive schemes. Miami presented a different kind of challenge, where roster limitations and an evolving offensive situation tested his adaptability. Despite these hurdles, his teams consistently reflected structure, innovation, and an ability to respond to changing circumstances in real time. With Minnesota, he has maintained that same level of defensive efficiency, demonstrating that even with constraints on one side of the ball or a supporting cast that may not be ideal, he can craft strategies that keep his team competitive week after week. It is precisely this adaptability, combined with the ability to instill a winning mindset, that makes Flores a tantalizing prospect for a team like Dallas, eager to reclaim prominence in the NFC. One of the critical elements Flores brings is a balance between technical expertise and leadership acumen. He understands that the X's and O's are only part of the equation. Developing players, fostering accountability, and creating a culture of preparation and resilience are equally important. In Dallas, this approach could revitalize a defensive group that possesses raw talent, but has sometimes lacked cohesion or consistency. Flores' coaching philosophy emphasizes situational awareness, disciplined execution, and the ability to perform under pressure, all of which are crucial in the high-stakes environment of the NFL playoffs. The Cowboys, with aspiration of returning to the Super Bowl stage, could greatly benefit from a coordinator who can simultaneously improve individual player performance and unify the defensive unit as a cohesive, intelligent system. Financial and organizational factors will play a role in whether the Cowboys can secure Flores, but the upside of such a move cannot be overstated. While Minnesota may have incentives to retain him, the allure of leading a talented roster in a high-profile market like Dallas could be compelling. Flores has already demonstrated that he thrives when given the opportunity to shape a team, and Dallas provides a landscape rich with resources, talented athletes, and an ownership group willing to invest in excellence. This alignment of ambition, skill, and opportunity creates a scenario where Flores' impact could be felt immediately, not just in tactical execution, but in the broader identity and culture of the team. Looking deeper, Flores' coaching style is a study in adaptability and intelligence. He blends traditional defensive principles alignment, gap discipline, tackling fundamentals with modern adjustments that account for the ever-evolving offensive schemes in the league. His defenses are rarely predictable because he tailors his approach to the strengths of his players, while simultaneously exploiting the tendencies of opponents. For Dallas, which has struggled to establish a defensive identity in recent years, this type of thinking represents a chance to redefine what it means to compete at the highest level. A well-coached defense under Flores could not only limit points and create turnovers, but also dictate the pace of the game, giving the Cowboys' offense better opportunities to succeed. Beyond strategy and skill development, Flores has a profound impact on team culture. He emphasizes accountability, professionalism, and preparation, setting expectations that resonate throughout the locker room. Players respond to his methods because he combines respect with challenge, pushing them to elevate their game while creating an environment where mistakes are analyzed, corrected, and learned from. For the Cowboys, such leadership could translate into a more consistent and resilient defensive unit, capable of performing in high-pressure situations and remaining composed in critical moments. In many ways, Flores' arrival could signal a philosophical shift for Dallas, one where defense is not a secondary concern, but a defining aspect of the team's competitive identity. The potential integration of Flores also speaks to player development. His schemes require intelligent, adaptable athletes who can process information quickly and make adjustments on the fly. Under his guidance, players often demonstrate improved football IQ, enhanced decision-making, and a stronger sense of situational awareness. For the Cowboys, this could mean that both veteran and younger players are able to perform at higher levels, maximizing talent across the roster. The combination of improved performance, strategic clarity, and cultural cohesion is exactly what Dallas needs as it attempts to challenge for NFC supremacy and position itself as a Super Bowl contender. Before we roll on, subscribe to Cowboys Wire News, drop a like, and turn on the bell. Your support keeps the Dallas Cowboys updates coming. Tell us what you think in the comments. The NFL rumor mill was set in motion after a strong statement attributed to Jerry Jones began circulating behind the scenes of the league. According to people close to the situation, the Cowboys owner has been telling confidants that Dak Prescott himself asked to leave Dallas, a version of events that dramatically reframes one of the most sensitive potential breakups in recent franchise history. While nothing has been made official, the mere suggestion has sparked intense debate among executives, agents, and fans who are trying to read between the lines of a carefully managed silence. Prescott has long been seen as the face of the Cowboys, not just because of his contract, but because of the stability he brought to the most scrutinized locker room in football. The idea that he would be the one pushing for the exit raises questions about internal tensions that were never publicly acknowledged. Sources speculate that frustration may have been building over years of uncertainty, constant pressure, and shifting expectations at the highest level of the organization. If Prescott truly initiated the conversation, it could suggest a quarterback seeking control over his own legacy, rather than waiting to be defined by organizational decisions. Jerry Jones' alleged comment, "He's the one who asked to leave the Cowboys," sounds less like an offhand remark and more like a strategic message around the league. Some interpret it as an attempt to protect the franchise's image, signaling that Dallas was not the aggressor in a potential separation. Others believe it could be a negotiating tactic designed to reshape public perception before any formal move is announced. In the NFL, narratives often matter almost as much as contracts. For now, everything remains in the realm of speculation. No formal request, no official confirmation, just whispers growing louder with each passing hour. Still, the possibility alone marks a turning point. If Prescott is indeed ready to move on, it would signal not just the end of an era in Dallas, but a reminder that even the most iconic quarterback-team relationships can quietly unravel long before the public ever sees the seams. That's a wrap from Cowboys Wire. News. For breaking Cowboys updates, subscribe, drop a like, and turn on the bell. Tell us your take in the comments.